Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to go over some new task-related enhancements we've recently made to our platform. They are time tracking, checklists, and task reporting. To see all of these, we'll head on over to the tasks page. The first tool I want to talk about is our time tracker. To see this, we'll open up a new task. First, we'll give it a name. In this case, I will say record task enhancement video. I will assign it to someone, so in this case myself, set the priority, give it a due date of tomorrow, and then in the upper right hand corner you'll see that we have a time track icon. Our time tracking tool offers two ways to record work hours: manual input and an automatic stopwatch. To use the timer, make sure you're on the timer tab and then click the play button. You'll see that a timer opens up, and if I close out of the modal, you'll see that it continues down here below. I can change the page, I can sign out, I can do pretty much anything. And this task timer will remain here until I either hit stop or open it up. To see that again, we'll click back into the task. We will start the timer again. And then by clicking the stop button, it'll automatically stop it. Or if I want to open up that task again, I will just click on it and it'll show it right here. At this point, I can come up here and click stop, which will stop the timer and add it to the log. Alternatively, if I want to manually input the time spent working on a task, I can click the manual tab and then track the time in these three sections. So I can say I spent 1 hour and 24 minutes and 8 seconds working on this task, and I worked on it yesterday. And then I will add the time, and as you can see, it gets logged down here. What's nice is that any of the time that you do track automatically rolls up into this total time up top. So you can see thus far we have spent 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 40 seconds working on this task. The next enhancement that I want to walk through is our checklist functionality. To see this, come over to the to-do section, click add, and then click checklist. As you can see, a checklist opens up and I can begin adding items to it. So for the purpose of this task, which is record task enhancement video, I'll just list a couple items that I needed to do. So I'll say open HelixIntel account, open Loom, which is my favorite video recording software, record video, and then edit video. If I want, I can come in and I can assign all of these tasks to a user. So in this case, I will say I will assign these to my colleague Ted. Click assign, and now Ted has received a notification for each of these 4 checklist items. And as you can see over in the history section, that assignment has been logged as well. Now let's say I actually don't want Ted to edit the video. Ted is a really bad video editor. I'll click on his profile picture, click off of him, and then I'll select the user that I do want to own this assignment. In this case, Josh Allen, or myself, who I'm signed in as. And now Josh has received an email indicating that he is the new assignee of this checklist item. Checklists are really useful because they help users organize their tasks and ensure the completion of them in a systematic manner. As I just showed, you just simply list all the things you need to do to complete a task and then check them off as you go to ensure nothing slips through the cracks. So let's say I was coming through and I said, okay, I opened the HelixIntel account, I opened Loom, and I recorded the video. I would check those off, and as you can see, that all gets logged in the history section. Now, let's say I wanted to, at this point, complete this task. I will come up to the top right, click on the ready status, and change it to completed. Our platform will notify you if there are any unchecked checklist items to make sure that you don't miss anything. And so at this point, the system prompts you with this message saying, this task has 1 incomplete checklist item. If you would like to complete these items before completing the task, click here. If you click here, it'll check it off in the background. Or if you want to leave it as is and complete it with this unchecked, you would just simply hit complete, which would follow it through. So I'll just show you what this looks like. I'll click here. I get the little message saying that the item has been completed. And as you can see in the background, the edit video checklist has been checked off. So now I'll hit complete, and the status has been updated to completed, and it's been logged in the history as well. The last feature enhancement that I want to walk through is task reporting. Account admins can now download company task data, meaning if you want to generate a report on something like all the tasks completed over the last month, the necessary information is now at your fingertips. To access it, come up to the right-hand corner and click Download Data. Then just set the filters that you want to set. So we have the status of the task, so anything that's ready, in progress, blocked, any custom statuses you have like bill, and then completed. So if you want, you can select one, you can select multiple, or if you want everything, just leave it as all. We also allow you to select a time frame and then include tasks that don't have a due date. In my case, I'll just leave everything open. I'll hit proceed, and then as you can see with the banner update at the top, a CSV file will be emailed to me momentarily. So as you can see, we have a variety of data points about all of these tasks. For example, each one has a unique task ID. You can see the group that it falls into, the name, the status of it, if it's open or closed, what it's related to, when it was created, who it was assigned to, when it was due, when it was completed, and so on. As you can see, we also have this field indicating the amount of time spent working on the task. And because this is so new of a feature, I've only tested it with a couple of tasks, but if you do use this tracker, it'll show all of it. And then you can see just a couple more data points over off to the right about how many checklist items there were, how many were completed, if this is a recurring task, and so on. Now, let's say you wanted to see all of the tasks that were completed by a user over a given time frame. In my case, I want to see all the tasks that have been completed by Josh Allen over the last 3 months. So what I'll do is I'll come up to the top and I will click completed by and select Josh Allen. And then I'll come to the completed date field and remove the ones that fall outside those 3 months. Now, your experience might be slightly different depending on the spreadsheet software that you're using, but it'll largely operate similarly, especially if you're using Excel. So 3 months ago was in May, and as you can see, now here are the tasks that Josh has completed over that given time frame. If I want, I can sort them, I can filter out to further extents. It's really up to you how you want to use it. Now, that wraps up our task enhancement video about downloading task information, checklists, and time tracking. I hope you found it useful, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out, as we are more than happy to help. And as always, make sure you like and subscribe to stay on top of all of the videos that we release. Thank you.